everyone, welcome to JP's Budget Collecting in a completely random, impromptu Friday afternoon live stream. What's going on, Perry, John, Unruly? Thank you, fellas. John, I sent you the link. Anybody else wants to hop in, I'll send them the link. This is just me. I just got off work. I had a couple boxes come in, one expected, one not expected, John. And yeah, so we're gonna open those up and hang out and talk about whatever. So hey, hi Leia. So if anybody wants the link and wants to just hang out this afternoon, let me know. I'll send it over. So okay, well, we can do that. I'll hold on to yours at least for a few minutes then, John, in case you get somewhere where you can. Which unboxing. I am not unboxing that, but I can show that real quick. So I did post a book for unbox anything. I got stuff in the way. Shockingly, JP, I need to clean this office. Like what you guys can't see is a disaster. My hand is a disaster. I need to clean it desperately. That's on my to-do list for this weekend. Yeah. This book, I posted on my Instagram today. I'm going to try to sell it. It's for sale. Asking $750 shipped, but, make me an offer. So that is, Star Wars, Darth Vader #3, first appearance of Dr. Aphra, the 1 in 25. It's been a hot book lately. And honestly, if I got other things I want to do, so I'm going to try to move it so I can have room to do that. Later, MIC, thanks for hopping in. Cameron D, what's up, man? What's up? So that's for sale if anybody wants it. First up is just this giant box from In Stock Trades again. I got more stuff for the indie show. I don't actually remember everything that's in here. I'll be perfectly honest. I think this is all indies. I don't think there's any Batman stuff in here for Gotham City Chronicles. Which, Kavi, if you're still there, we need to talk and decide what we're going to do for our next Gotham City Chronicles book and story, so we can get one of those scheduled. We haven't done one for, well, it hasn't been that long since we did it, but we haven't. Normally, we have a plan by now. So, and stock trades in their weird foam injection things. Oh, there you go. Oh my goodness! Look at this order of trades. Holy moly! I might have went a little insane on the trades. Oh gosh, dang! There's a bunch of stuff in here. Yeah, so a bunch of stuff. Scissors. There we go. There we go. So, what's going on? But like I said, anybody who wants to hop on, just let me know. Pull some books out of here, and then we'll go through the stack of stuff that I have in stock trades wise. Okay, let's see. First up, well, we did volumes 2 and 3 last night on the indie show. I apparently should have ordered volume 6 as well, so I got to track down volume 6, but I got 4 and 5, so I got to get 6 because Kavi says we should do them in 3 volume chunks, which is kind of the way it's written. So yeah, so I have 4 and 5. I need to get 6 so we can do the next round of saga here in a few weeks or months or whenever. Yeah, they're definitely great for mailing units of comics, big stacks. You're not supposed to go live while I'm at work. Well, this is completely random, Sharon. I know it's kind of an odd time of day, but honestly, I had this big stack of books or this box, and then John had sent me something, and I should be working on. I just got off work, and I should be working on the Gosh dang it. The look back video for tomorrow, but I'm not yet. I haven't recorded it yet. I got all the little slides made, so I just got to get it recorded. It won't take too long. What else we got? We have, I don't know, some people, this is another Vertigo book, V for Vendetta. Big Will was wanting to read this, as was, I think, Jimmy, Geek Aficionado. I think are the two people so far I have for this one. So if there's a third person, I have never read this. I really enjoyed the movie. This thing's a monster. I didn't realize it was this big. So yeah, I'm looking forward to actually finally reading this. I'll be honest, I'm not a huge Alan Moore fan. I like Watchmen, but I'm not like, hey Seminar. But overall, I'm not I've never read a Swamp Thing. I've heard that's one of his better runs, but I'm not a huge Alan Moore fan. I'll be perfectly honest. But looking forward to reading that for the first time. There's Jimmy. Speak of the devil, there he is. So yeah, I think you were on the list for this, right? When we get to this eventually. So, what else we got? We got one upcoming soon. I'm working on getting a guest list for this final. We're going to do Canto. So that's coming up pretty soon. Maybe by the end of the month, we'll get the Canto. I got some people lined out for that and just got to get a date scheduled. This will make Unruly happy as volumes 2 and 3 of The Wicked and Divine. So we will get back on that. I've not ordered any more volumes yet of Fables, but I need to, but there were some others I wanted to get through and get back to before I did more Fables. And then I ordered well, enjoy the rest of your day at work. Sorry, Sharon, that I'm going live while you're at work. Well, we're working on who we got for that one. So we'll leave that as a surprise for now. And then I grabbed volume 2 and 3 for Monstrous. I think there's only 4 volumes out, maybe 5 at this point. So, because how many are in these? So this collects through 18. I think there's only 4 out at this point. I don't think they've got a 5th volume out yet. So probably won't do any more of these until like they get a 4th and 5th. I think 4th volume is out. I don't think 5th is out yet. But anyway, volumes 2 and 3 of Monstrous. And then the rest of my stack is next week. These I already had, but I want to show them real quick. Next week on the Indie Show, we are doing volumes 4 and 5 of East of West. This has been, I'll be honest, this has been the favorite thing that I've read so far. And as you can tell by what I have here, volumes 6, 7, 8, and 9. So we got volume 6, volume 7, volume 8, and volume 9. And apparently volume 10 just dropped, which I didn't realize because I probably should have ordered it. Oh, there's John. He's in the background. I'm not paying any attention.
Hey!
Yeah, what's going on?
Just hanging out. Just got pizza and visited with my dad in the backyard for a little bit.
Hey. Nice.
So socially safe as best we can be.
Yeah, visit when still be like keep your distance, and yeah, right. It's weird. It's very weird. Hey, she would. So
Canto is totally John, meaning totally like I'm a character, or that I should read that and discuss it. I don't know.
Well, I think everyone knows that you've read it.
No, I'm a fan.
I think you're a big fan, so I think that's where he's going from it. But send me more top 10. Oh, I feel like I've read most of them because I've read Watchmen, and I've read Killing Joke, and I've never read V for Vendetta. I've read parts of the beginning of League of Extraordinary Gentlemen. I
did not care for League of Extraordinary Gentlemen.
I didn't care for it either. Like, I'm not. Everyone knows that I despise The Killing Joke. Watchmen was okay.
I don't despise it. Where's the?
Yeah. So
I like it. I have the Absolute.
There you go.
This came from Kavi. So I enjoy it. I just I I prefer Watchmen and V for Vendetta. I think are his best too. Those are my favorites. I have not read Swamp Thing ever.
Yeah, me either.
He
So
did a whole bunch of that, right? So I've never.
He did a real long run on Swamp Thing, and
I've never read any of that.
So we got Daymare's in the house. I got year 1 and 2 of East West. Yeah, the volume. So technically, we should probably, although we probably should have included volume 6 in our reading of East of West for next week. I'll have to ask the group if they want to do that.
I've only read the first trade, but I've got 4 of them. I've only read the first one. Yeah,
I'm really enjoying it. It's been the one of these. It's been the one that I've enjoyed the most, but that doesn't mean like I haven't enjoyed others. This one I'm ready. I want to know. I want to get to the end of this one as quick as I can. Hence, I now have all the way through 9, and there's only one more to get. So, and it just literally came out. So, Daymare's is in the house. Let's see. Oh, StreamYard jumped on me. Jambo Comics, what's going on? Perry says the Killing Joke is awesome, and that just validates my opinion that it sucks. That just makes me feel even better about my opinion. So,
I think I remember that cover, Perry, but I'm gonna have to double check here.
In the back of that is the Joker flashing Wonder Woman cover. That's from an actual Wonder Woman issue, though. That's not from that, but it's the same artist. So
is that maybe what I see him dancing with Wonder Woman. Oh yeah, there's the rough pencil sketch that they ended up. I don't think they ended up using it.
Yeah.
This right there.
They used there's something similar, I thought, but maybe not.
They got like some of these other ones with the.
Oh, that's what it is. Okay, yeah, it's not truly him flashing her; it's just him behind her.
They've got like some of these.
Yeah. We got bowling covers.
But you're perverse, Perry. Of course, you'd find that amusing.
Someone's have bad opinions. It's okay. We all can't have a good age. So
is Sharon still in the chat? Is Sharon? Did she leave?
She said she had to go because she was still working. Okay. So
now I've got. This is my little. Let's see if I can stretch my camera over. My little cabinet of trades.
Oh yeah.
Slowly fill. Let's see if I can slide this over here. Slowly filling up here. I got tons of Image, and that's where I'm putting the hardcovers from Ultimate Spidey. I got my only. I mean, technically, this is an Omni, I guess, volume 1 of the Invincible. Yeah. I got Usagi, Strangers in Paradise, Black Hammer, East of West, Gideon Falls. This is all Saga right here.
Yeah.
These guys. Oblivion Song. Descender, Southern Bastards, Why the Last Man, Paper Girls, Monstrous, and Scalped.
Yeah, so you got a pretty good stack of stuff going. So
those are mostly the ones that sorry, my camera's now a little wonky. Those are mostly the ones that I just haven't finished reading. Most of those are ones that I'm like in the midst of. Like I haven't read the last Saga trade, and I haven't read the end of the next few Paper Girls. I've read the first 2, I think. So most of those I'm trying to finish. You can go back to You and Me. It doesn't have to.
Yeah, well, I just I'm driving. What the heck, I'm not paying attention.
So you can open mine now if you want, but I will if you're done with the in stock trades. Thing.
Yeah, that's all of them. That's the stack. Not that it's like,
if Sharon's not here, then this is perfect.
Because this is like
I think a box arrived
trade order like right there.
That's a good chunk.
Look, I have all of them. I have them in 2 separate piles. There they are.
Okay, dang.
Yeah. So it was only the thing is I think I was just over $100 for all of that. So here's my receipt. Yeah.
Seawood, I know I bought the last issue, Seawood. Don't worry. Like I read the final issue that now they're on break. I read that one. It's the only individual issue of Saga I've ever bought because I read it all in trades. And then somebody said, "Oh, this is going to be a huge issue," and I was like, "Yeah, it's a small week for me. I'll just pick this issue up." I didn't realize what I was buying at the time.
Gotcha. All right. So what did you send me at randomness, huh? So let's find out.
Just know that it wasn't like it cost me a ton of money or anything. You can be like, John, stop sending me stuff.
Okay. Well, it looks like more trades. So.
perfectly in keeping with your
Yeah,
theme.
there you go.
So my LCS had a $5 trades going on.
Oh, nice.
Like great stuff. So I went through and just bought a bunch, and I ended up sending out half of what I bought.
I literally just talked about this. That I didn't get it, that I had not included them in the stack yet because I was just trying to
I knew you hadn't purchased these yet, so
yeah, I had not. It was one of those things that I was like, well, I want to get.
I knew you had so much to read and so much to buy.
Yeah, and this goes for so long. I was like, well, I can I wanted to finish a couple of them that are close to being finished, and then I was like, I'd circle back. So we got Fables Volume 4 and Fables upside down, Volume 5. So,
now, Sharon had read all the way through 4, so I got her 5 and 6. My LCS had 2 of Volume 5 and a Volume 6 and 1 of 4. So I was like, this is perfect. I get everybody the next 2 they need. Basically, just making sure that Simeon and I can sit with you both again at some point and talk about the next trade.
There you go. Well, no, I definitely was planning to circle back to it at some point. I just was like, okay, one of the problems I've run into with this is I've started too many series. And
it's hard to remember, right?
Yeah, and it's like trying to get through them so that I can actually start other new stuff. Right. It's becoming hard because yeah, I circled back and I got Saga going.
Mm-hmm. It's a lot to keep track of. That's the benefit of being into the Marvel universe or the DC universe. You can jump into different stories and you don't have to remember all the little things. Yeah. But it's the Saga universe versus the Descender universe versus the East of West universe. Yeah. There's a lot to keep track of.
Yeah. Hey, Big Will, what's going on? Hey, Tacoma. Yeah, I just got your message. East of West, I'm reading.
Yep.
I'm reading. I got Monstrous going. We've started Monstrous.
Yep.
We've started
I've only done the first trade of Monstrous, and I did just buy the first Wicked and Divine, and I have not read, or did I buy 2 of them? I might have bought Volume 1 and 2.
There you go. And then now I got Fables. We're in theory going to start Descender in a couple of weeks.
I suck. I'm sorry, man.
Oh, no, you're good. Speaking of which, John bailed on us. So if somebody wants to read Descender with us, me, Comic Man Andy, and No Good Comics are reading Descender.
And your moderator's in the chat now.
Oh, my moderator is in the chat.
As Charlie walks by eating a pepperoni pizza slice.
My moderator who has a new channel as well, she's got 2
channels now, this one, and which she doesn't do anything on. And
it was a pepperoni pizza, now it's cheese.
It was.
and then she's partnering with the 2 YouTubers and with one of Ian's kids as well.
Yeah.
Rena and Cade.
Yes, Rena and Cade.
And Nathaniel.
And
Nathaniel. So and what was I going to say? I totally lost track. Oh, she would. Yeah, we're reading Descender on the 18th. So if you wanted to jump in and do a first time, I think everyone would be a first time reader of Descender at that point. So,
I'm sorry. So I'm a big fan. I really do like it.
Yes. One's moderating and the other one's eating pizza.
Exactly. Started a diet 6 weeks ago, trying not to eat pizza. I just eat smaller amounts. I could eat an entire pizza or a half a pizza.
That's my problem. When I get it, I eat too much. Normally, almost most Fridays, I order pizza. Let's be real.
I try to do 2 slices at the tops at most. Yeah. 1 or 2, and then eat a bunch of other stuff and drink a lot of water, and you'll trick yourself into being full.
I usually am very good at that, on leftover pizza, but when it comes and it's hot, not so much. And usually I'm drinking a beer, and so that really doesn't help my discipline on drinking pizza. So this is awesome. That is perfect timing today, John. How did you manage that?
I don't know.
That is well done. That added 2 more trades to the stack. So yeah, you were asking the other day, because I said how are you going to keep the indie show going? This is how, because I already spent money.
Well, I was asking mainly just to see if you had ordered Fables, if you were going to make any comments about it, because I was at the shop and they had a huge stack of Fables. I could have legitimately gotten the first 8 volumes for one person, but I was like, I'm going to get 2 for this person and 2 for that person to spread it out a little bit. So Shannon's going to have something on her doorstep when she gets home today too.
Crazy Click Radio, that is the name of their channel. Yes. And I think Kate's in the chat and we can talk about it. Is Kate and Cade and Charlie and are going to be joining me for Canto. So they're going to be my, and I don't know if you and Sharon are going to join as well, but you guys are of course welcome. So
we'll probably get pushed off to the side somewhere.
Yeah. So we just haven't got it scheduled yet, but that's going to be the crowd for reading Canto. And talking about it on the indie show coming up. So yeah, what do we got? Oh, Kate dropped the link. She's
Hopefully
using her moderator Rich powers. Look at her. She's already knows how to drop the link.
I'll check to see if it works. But yeah, you have 18 subscribers now. There you go. Do it right.
Go. On their way. I think what was I at? I think I was at like 940 or something this morning. So I'm closing in on 1,000.
Gonna happen.
Maybe. I figure I'll get there and then like 10 people will unsubscribe just because.
That's part of the fun of it, right?
Oh, I know. I'm looking forward to it actually. So. Yeah,
there it is. That is the channel. It's got 20 subscribers now. Look at them go.
Yeah. So. But no, I had that stuff. I went to my LCS yesterday and picked up like my new books. And
did you get a bunch this week? Because I didn't get very much.
What did I have? Let's see. What was in my stack this week? I had 2 weeks worth. So 2 weeks worth. Let's see if that's. Yeah, that was old stuff. I gotta clean up and put stuff away. So I grabbed Batman Joker War. So Batman 96. I grabbed, this was from last week, Captain Marvel 18. I grabbed, still grabbing ASM. I don't know why, but I'm still grabbing
Everybody seems to be really hating on it. Perry did like a whole post on how he's starting to read ASM and he's loathing every issue. I'm like, why?
Oh, it's not good. Nick Spencer has not been good. I've been so disappointed because I think he's a decent writer. So I picked this up last week. This was from last week. This was
Jim Lee Wonder Woman.
Yeah. Jim Lee Wonder Woman. And then I picked up, I've been reading this. So this is a little 5-issue miniseries set in the animated universe. And it introduces, Deathstroke, who's on the cover, but it's also introducing Red Hood to the animated universe.
Nice.
That's what this whole overarching storyline is doing. And then I picked up, I've been reading this so far. Like I got 3 issues of that. So
I like that idea. Perry Bendis comes back and writes ASM. That would be awesome. I'd be down.
And then the other thing I picked up, which I wasn't going to, but they still had them and they were on the shelf for cover price. So I went on and grabbed 2 copies of Venom number 26. So if somebody needs one, I'll sell it to you for cheap.
Yeah.
But I grabbed them just because. So
here's some of the trades that I got waiting for me now. I got Philadelphia, which I got to read. I hear good things. Well, I did get only one of the Wicked and Divine, so I got the first volume. I got 3 volumes because they were $5 a piece of Transmetropolitan. This is Warren Ellis's series.
Okay, yeah. I've never read that one, but I've heard good things.
Yeah, I've heard great things, and I thought $5 a pop, like that's basically $15 for 3 trades, which usually only one of them costs $15. And then I've been slowly getting the Garth Ennis Punisher. So this is where people told me to start with Welcome Back, Frank. So I have that volume, and I'm slowly getting the Marvel Knights because then it went to Marvel Max Punisher, and there's a lot of stuff going on in there. So this is going in that cabinet next.
Yeah. So
I got the entire Ultimate Spider-Man hardcover set. I'm missing 3 volumes. I've got a ton of them.
Yeah, there is a ton of them because that goes on for almost 200 issues, doesn't it?
Yeah, it's 12 hardcovers, and each of the hardcovers is like 3 or 2.5 trades.
Oh, it's maybe more than that then. Okay. Yeah.
So it's 12 hardcovers, and then it goes through Ultimate Fallout, and then Ultimate Spider-Man becomes Miles Morales, and then there's more trades after that. But I don't think they're in hardcover form. I have the 2 trades for that.
Lots of
Yeah.
Unruly and Jimmy are praising Transmetropolitan.
That's what I hear.
Liking that Punisher.
So I've been trying to buy it in trades, just the Punisher Max and the Punisher Marvel Knights, and as much of it as I can. I haven't started reading it yet, but I mean, I still haven't. I still have not officially cracked open this yet.
Yeah.
The X-Men omnibus that I bought. I'm being good about it because No Good Comics and I are going to start a series.
Oh yeah, you guys are going to read that, aren't you?
Yeah, one issue a week of
one
reading
issue a week.
It's paining me because it's going to be like
How
a year.
Are you do one issue a week? You need to do like one story arc a week or something.
I don't know. We're still trying to iron it out. We're doing our premiere episode next week somewhere, just to talk about it. Hi, Wrench Kids, says Kachung.
The rich kid, they're in there somewhere. So
they used to be called in the days before quarantine. You'd have Latchkey Kids. Now it's Wrench Kids.
That's Rich Kids, yeah. So so just to give an idea, like the stuff I had, this is the stuff I already had that I haven't even got to yet. Like,
you're reading a ton. I have not been reading as much. I've been making edited videos, so I have not had time to read as much. Although I did start reading. Oh, did I bring it out here? Hawkman from DC. So somebody was like, "Oh, this is the best thing at DC." I asked people to tell me like, what should I read at DC? Because I'm just hating
Hawkman.
And somebody was like, "The Hawkman run is great." So my LCS still had the first 2 issues. So I love this.
I've never read Hawkman, so there you go.
I've never read Hawkman, and I was like, "That's what I want. That's what I want my friends to tell me." So I went and picked it up. I read those 2. I liked them enough that I went on the DC app, and I'm now like 4 or 5 issues in. It's really good.
There you go. Well, cool.
It's a nice jumping on point. It explains his backstory, and you get right into it, and it's cool.
Nice.
And it's ending. Apparently, they're going to end in the fall somewhere, I think.
Okay. Hey, Hero, thanks for hopping in. Let's see. Hawkman covers are spectacular. Yeah, they have had some really cool covers for those. Biggie talking about Silver Age Hawkman. Like,
I struggle reading Silver Age stuff. I feel like
Silver Age stuff to me is it's way wordy. Like, doesn't mean that it's not good. It's just like it is a little. It's different to read. But I got so. Where's the thing? So this is my reading. So in addition to the stuff I picked up today, and there's a couple of things I got to read. There's part of my reading stack, and then I still got this stuff to read. So it's like I have trades coming out my ears at the moment. That's not even my Batman stuff. That's not even the Batman stuff.
I had this on sale, and I snagged this. Cool. This is the hardcover of the first 3 issues of Silver Surfer, obviously, and Galactus, but then it also includes FF 120 through 123 and 242 through 244. So it's 10 Galactus Silver Surfer issues of Fantastic Four. Byrne, Kirby, Buscema stuff.
Nice.
So the girls, it's nice hardcover. They can read it, but the Silver Age stuff it's painful. It's hard to read some of it.
Yeah.
And the men are so awful to the women in the
oh my god.
Richard is a prick.
Sue is so they're so mean to Sue. It's not even funny.
Sue Storm takes a lot of guff. I'm just telling you.
He doesn't even know what he tries with me. I've never read any Hawkman. I'm not saying it's bad. I'm just saying some of that Silver Age stuff can be rough. Like some of it's good. Like some of it's really good. It's just super wordy, but some of it can be rough too. Like it just depends.
I think they were great with story and not as good with dialogue. And so some of it is just really overwritten. Like you just have a lot of let me explain in a word bubble. Let me explain in a narration, and let me show you in a picture the same thing 3 times.
Yeah. And I think there is a lot of that. It's overwritten, and it does tend to be like they try to rely way too much on the exposition bubbles and just tell the main story. And like use the art, use the dialogue to tell the story, and they get a little crazy with some of that. But
I mean the ideas are amazing. right? I mean, just think the creation of the Silver Surfer and Galactus is a really amazing idea, really profound and cool. So I was excited to read that again. It's just beautiful. Modern stuff is painfully.
There's some painful modern stuff too, Biggie. There's no doubt about that.
Yeah, because in modern stuff you get all those event series and tie-ins and covers and all the garbage that you. I mean, there's nothing that's perfect, but I will say modern reads on the independent side, which is what JP was unboxing for the most part, is great writing. You get some incredible ideas and some powerful storytelling, and I think they're far more easy to read and far more enjoyable for the most part.
Yeah, I would say that is true.
But for me, I mean, reading wise, I love Bronze and Copper Age stuff. So like this is like I could read these for days, and I'm struggling to only read one a week if that's what we end up going with.
I don't know how you guys are going to do one a week. You would have to go for how many are in there. That's over a year.
Yeah,
that's over a year for that Omni. You're not doing that.
Right, because it's like 40 issues in there.
Yeah.
We're going to do a live stream on Tuesday and just kind of explain some of the concepts and how we want to get the chat involved with what we're doing. So we'll see. Like the Valiant.
The Valiant. Yeah, Dave Myers has been on me because I haven't gotten to this one. He sent me this one and I haven't gotten that one on the top of the list. I'm trying to finish some stuff.
It's hard,
I really wanted I really want to focus, like, one of the reasons I'm doing, like, Kanto moved up the list and God Country moved up the list is, well, God Country's a one-off. Kanto is only one volume is out yet. So I have some time before there's, like, 2 or 3. So, like, I can start it and not, like, worry about having to finish. It was kind of like with Something's Killing the Children. There's only one volume out. So I'm hoping to get, like, Saga and East of West knocked off the list completely. And then we'll go and get Monstrous where it's caught up where like it's only every 6-8 months where you would have like something new to read. And I get that done. Then I can like maybe start having some other longer series to read, like, and go through some stuff. So yes, like now the Valiant's a one-off, so I could probably squeeze it in at some point. I just haven't had a chance to do it.
Well, that's the benefit of Descender too, is it's 6 trades and then it's done. Like there's nothing beyond that. Now they started a side spin-off called Ascender, but it is
a prequel.
But people are saying, and I read the first issue, but most people are saying you didn't need Descender to enjoy Ascender. It's not like a direct connection. So in that case, you can just enjoy the trades.
I've heard good things about Reborn. I added it to the list, I'm pretty sure. I don't know anything about it, but I've heard several people have mentioned it, I think. Yeah, Reborn is on the list. Like, yeah, and this is still the list of, like, trades that, like, storylines that people have recommended to me.
It's never ending, in truth. Like, every once in a while I'll be like, oh, I need to try something else. And I will realize, I've still got a few trades to catch up on in there.
Yeah,
but there's some like Southern Bastards is 4, and they're done as far as I'm aware, unless they're still making issues. I don't know.
I don't think so, but I have volume 1 of Southern Bastards. I haven't gotten any of the rest. But yeah, like look at this freaking stack.
I feel like you need volume 1 and 2 together to get for Southern Bastards. That's just my opinion because they. It's like the hero and then the villain each get their own trade. And the relationships between them and the backstory is kind of important.
If it's only 4, that probably works. I could get volume 2. I could do 1 and 2, and then you do a second show where you did 3 and 4. So that kind of works.
I haven't read 4 yet. 3 and 4 are waiting for me, but I know I'm going to enjoy them. I'm kind of like we're going to go camping for 4 days, and I'm just going to bring a ton of trades and
there you go. Like, but I will say, like, what was it? Oh, Southern Bastards, and like, just there's lots of stuff that's just like, okay, I just got to. Generally, I do volume 1 for the show, just because I feel like, okay, that's not too much to ask if I don't like it. But like some of these, really, you do need to do multiple volumes, even at the beginning, like if you're going to break them down.
Yeah, I need to go back and do Saga front to back again. I know everybody's doing it on their shows, and I just haven't gotten around to catching up with everybody.
Yeah. Well, we're through volume 3, and it's going to be a little while because I got to now get volume 6 because Kavi's like, you need to
Yeah.
read.
I saw you saying that.
You need to read 4, 5, and 6 together. Which honestly, I think we probably should do that for East of West next week. But I don't know. It might be too late to like suggest that because on East of West, volumes 1, 2, and 3 are year 1 of the apocalypse. Year 2 is 3, 4, and 5, or 4, 5, and 6.
Okay.
And then 7, 8, 9, 10 is year 4 or year 3, I think.
Okay. So I bought 1, 2, 3, 4. So I clearly need to get 5 and 6 just to be. I've read volume 1 and I enjoyed it, but like I never got past.
Yeah. Volume 1, 2, and 3. Not as much as like volume 1, 2, and 3 is Saga are telling one story, but there is definitely a break after volume 3, and then the story goes in a little different direction in 4 and 5, which I've already read for next week. But so,
well, Seawood for Invincible, I just went and got Compendium number 1. I enjoyed the idea, and my LCS was doing 50% off of any trades. So this went from $65 down to 32 or whatever.
Wow. Nice.
So I was like, yeah, I'll do that. And if they do that sale again, I'll probably buy Compendium 2. And you just get a ton. I mean, it's just insane. I don't know
like
how many
How do you feel about reading those though? To me,
didn't mind.
It's a monstrosity.
I don't mind. You do feel like pathetic in that you're like, God, that's all I did. I only got that far. Like you look at like how much you have left, and you're like, damn, I really got to get going here on this thing. So this looks like
I just like feel like a book that thick is just hard to like
hold.
Yeah, it's just like to read. Like it's just harder to read. I honestly, I think I like trades, but in many cases, trades are almost like too small. Like I like the ones like what they did with the Jason Aaron Thorne, where basically it's like 2 or 3 trades.
Right.
Like I feel like 18, that 18 issue-ish range is a pretty good like group. But when you get to like 50 issues like an Omni, that thing's just a monster.
It is. And those are Invincible and Giant Size X-Men and that one Usagi, that's pretty much the only ones I've ever bought like that.
Yeah.
Just because they were super cheap, and I knew that at least with Usagi that my girls would read a ton of it, and that with Uncanny X-Men, that was like I'll just read that a ton, and so I'll use that. So I don't prefer to buy that way. I would say I'm a trade buyer. I've got way too many trades.
Yeah, I mean, I can see myself at this point. Like I have all the trades, but at some point, like Dave was talking about the East of West year 1. Like I could probably see myself upgrading to the year 1, year 2, year 3 hard covers for East of West, and then probably like doing what you did and sending somebody, if somebody wants them, the trades for East of West at some point.
I'll take the 5, 6, and above, whatever you buy.
Yeah. So,
because I don't think I'll get to those at that point at the speed I'm going. So you just let me know when you're getting rid of those.
Yeah. So.
Although I remember Jabroni and a few other guys like Old Wolf wanting to start like a YouTube community, like a trade paperback library. We just pass them around.
Yeah.
You just feel like, hey, I finished these. Who wants them next? And you pass them on, and somebody else just keeps it going. These are not the original fan graphics. No, these are the Dark Horse issues. So it starts. It's the original Dark Horse issues, and it doesn't tell me. Sorry, it does tell you. It's the volume 1 issues 1 through 16, volume 2 1 through. Wait, no, let's see. Where is it? Collecting. Oh, they call it volume 2 because it's not the original comics. When Dark Horse was considered volume 2, 1 through 16, and volume 3, 1 through 6. So it's what? That's like 22 issues. Yeah.
Yeah, I have like what I got when I bought this was the Fantagraphics like volume 1 is what I ordered. And it's like it's just book 1, and I think it's just a bunch of different stories when he started. Yeah. Like there's a bunch of chapters, but the way it reads is this is just a collection of several different ones.
Right. Like that.
And so I don't know. This was just where I started, like, because it said volume 1.
There's several that are like, because it's been owned, or at least it's been printed by several different companies over the years. Fantagraphics, Fantagraphics, probably my favorite publisher. Says Comics in 6 Way.
Wow.
Is that who did that one?
Yeah. So if you look at I don't know if they. No, yeah, they did. It still says Fantagraphics on the spine.
Yeah.
I
have all 3 volumes of the Dark Horse ones, but the Fantagraphics I have the single issues. Good for you, Geek Aficionado.
Oh wow, that's cool.
Jimmy doing it right.
Yeah.
So yeah, I mean, I don't usually buy.
Jimmy wants to do. We got to do this at some point too.
So these are the only ones that I have bought this way. Oh my god! Now I can get my exercise in.
Oh my gosh, those are monsters. Yeah, I haven't bought anything like that. I've never bought anything like that. I've thought about it. I've just never done it. I do have a couple of hardcovers, but not many. There's a few things I would like to get hardcover. I just haven't done it yet. But there you go. Yeah, we just got to get a couple other people.
Where did you buy that one?
This one, in stock trades.
Okay, so maybe I'll go check and see if they've got more.
Yeah, they had more. I just started with this one. It's kind of, like I said, look at this freaking stack of trays I got, and it's still I'm so far about, and I still don't have any complete stories, not one.
All right, let's see here. I'll search in stock trades for Yo Jimbo and see what we find.
But yeah, so yeah, I went from almost no indie trades, and obviously those are none of the ones that I've already read that I was just showing in that stack, and it's just now I have this monster stack of stuff to read and have read, and it's just
okay, let me see here.
So my goal is as quickly as I can get everybody cranked through it is I want to get through this one and get it checked off, and then probably try to get Saga checked off, and then we'll go from there.
Oh wow, okay, there we go. Fantagraphics Volume 1. Ooh, they've got several volumes in the Fantagraphics.
Yeah.
All right. So the first one I see is $11. Is that about what it was?
Yeah, I think so.
Is it him riding a horse with the reins in his teeth?
Here. Yes.
There it is. Okay, cool. And that's the one. Is it a thicker one, or is it just a normal size trade? That's pretty good.
It's smaller. It's I put it with another trade.
Yeah. Because they were printed on a smaller size.
It's a smaller book, but yes, it's about the width. It's probably 2 trades width.
Okay.
I would say if here's 2 east of west trades, and there it is. So.
Oh yeah, there you go. Well, cool. I'll add that to my. I've never bought from in stock trades. I always feel guilty. I'm I got my LCS is so awesome, and they have a lot of trades.
And I would probably, if my LCS did discounts on trades, I would probably try to buy from them more, but they don't really do discounts on trades. So It's kind of I can't really justify paying full price when I can get half price, basically.
Yeah, I mean, that's the truth. And I've only a few times felt like I had a better deal on Amazon or something. It's usually based on selection. I can if I go and I say, well, my LCS just doesn't have that, then I'll go somewhere else.
So it's the same lights, Burke. It's just I moved it so it gives a little better light. I adjusted the where I had it sitting. So May buy V for Vendetta. I think we still got room for one more if you want to be a part of that whenever we do it, Seawood, because right now it's me and Big Will and Jimmy. So
that's a good one, man. That's a good one.
So, and like I said, I've never read V for Vendetta, so I'm looking forward to that at some point.
I think Alan
can we wait till November to read the
Yeah, it's a lot of reading because it's very wordy and lots of political. I mean, it's very true to the movie. I thought the movie was a good representation, but there's a lot more going on in the book.
No, well, yeah, it's going to take a while to get through this thing because it is a beast. But no, I was just thinking that's the date. Remember the 5th of November that's when we should do it.
So Jimmy is saying the original Usagi stories were in a bunch of different books from his first series, Albedo, Critters, Turtles. Are those the ones that are collected in this Fantagraphics thing, or is that different?
Yeah, I don't know. My understanding was this was the beginning, but I don't know if that's the truth or not. like the way I
'Cause
read
I
it.
knew that I wasn't getting the beginning when I bought the Dark Horse, but people were like, "Those are good collected editions," and it was cheaper. And I was like, "Let's just buy one."
Yeah.
And then my girls and I can at least read some Usagi. Geek Aficionados, I got the trade. Explain says I got the Omni for Y the Last Man. I'm eyeing up the Absolute editions. Oh dang!
Oh wow.
I've never actually read Y. That's too bad. Y the Last Man is great. I love Y the Last Man, and that's one that like doesn't age really. I mean, the technology, obviously cell phones and stuff like that, but the whole thing is post-apocalyptic in a way, so it doesn't really matter. Like if the cell towers just never worked again.
Yeah.
So yeah, Why the Last Man is an awesome read. But I'm a big Vertigo guy. You know, I mean, that's why I'm getting some of the older Vertigos. That's why I went and got Transmetropolitan and some of these other ones that I hadn't read. Because I was like Vertigo year 2.0 or whatever.
Yeah. No, there's so much good stuff to read. It's just I've been trying to work my way through it. It's one of those weird things that like I cut back this year big time on new comic books, like new comic book day comic books, and instead of spending that money on like stuff that would go behind me, I've spent on trades.
But see, I would say as much as that's a content buy, and I'm guilty of content buying. I'm still reading Deceased Dead Planet, and I'm not enjoying it, but I'm buying it because I want to be able to talk about it.
Yeah.
That's the same. I think it's a more enjoyable content buy because you can read a ton more, and you can have a lot more content made from just one trade or just from a set of trades.
Well, and I'll be honest, like it was a content buy, but also it was like I honestly just wanted to start reading some of this stuff, and I was like, well, if I'm going to read it, I might as well. Now, what has happened is it's snowballed on me in terms of like how many different. I'm doing too many different ones at once. As part of the problem. But I'm trying to do like an episode a week, and I'm trying to work with different people, and it just becomes it becomes hard. So, excuse me.
I'm gonna go eat lunch, but enjoy your new trades, big guy. Congrats on all the good reading you got coming your way.
Yeah,
and
I got a lot of reading to do.
Now at least I got you booked through volume 5 of Fables Against Your Will.
I will say, so I did when I did go visit my sister last month sometime.
Pretty recent, yeah.
Yeah, and I did take her volumes 1 through 3 of Fables to read. So I did pass it along to another reader. So
is she do you know if
she hasn't started it yet? She's getting ready to gear up. They're getting ready. They're still dealing with the school stuff. And she may have started it now. I haven't talked to her for like a week, but so she had not started them yet when I last talked to her. But yeah, so she was definitely, she thought it was interesting and was ready to read them. So we'll see.
We'll see. Awesome. Well, now you can tell her if she likes it. You got 2 more volumes coming down the road.
There you go. So, all right, man. Later, John. Later, Charlie.
Have a good night, man.
Yep. I'm going to get off here pretty quick, too. But so, yeah, that was all I had, folks. I was a big freaking stack of trades. So next week, we're doing East of West for the indie show. We're doing Descender in 2 weeks on the 18th. So a week and a half, actually, from today, Tuesday the 18th. John was going to be join us for Descender. So if anyone wants to join me, Comic Man Andy, and No Good Comics for Volume 1 of Descender, hit me up. So we got an opening there. And then I got to get Kanto scheduled for sometime toward the end of the month. And then we'll probably circle back to one of these others that I've already started. I don't know which way I'm going to go yet, but trying to get through East and West and Saga and try to get caught up on Monstrous is kind of probably where my next areas of focus are going to be. So thanks for everybody for just hanging out for a few minutes. It was Friday afternoon. I was bored. I need to get off of here, get some stuff done. But yeah, so I'll do a real quick recap. Actually, I'm just going to recap everything. So some of the older ones I have that if you want to be involved in an indie show episode and read. So I still got Die. We haven't started Die yet. Southern Bastards, although John says we should do volumes 1 and 2 at the same time, so I'll have to pick up volume 2 before we can do that. I have Lady Killer, Usagi, which I know Jimmy is going to do Usagi with me, and maybe some other people. Maybe Misexplained. I think he sounded like he was maybe Usagi fan. If I can talk him into it. V for Vendetta, we're going to do at some point. That is one I just picked up today. Those others were stuff I already had. Valiant was the other one I already had in my stack. V for Vendetta is a new one I grabbed today. I picked up 6 through 9 of East of West to add to the first 5 I already had. I'm going to ask the boys on East of West if they want to try to add 6 to next week's show. It may be too late for that. And then I picked up, picked up volumes 2 and 3 of Wicked and Divine. So we got to circle back to that at some point. John sent me volumes 4 and 5 of Fables. Volume 4 of Fables is, how many issues is that? 19 to 21, 23 to 27. So not that much more than typical. Maybe there's just a lot of extra with that one. I don't know. And then I also picked up today from Insect Trades Monstrous 2 and 3. And there's 4 and 5, what I already had for East and West. And then I picked up Saga 4 and 5, but Kavi says I need to get 6, and we need to do 4, 5, and 6 as one show. The Cinder already had, that's going to be in 2 weeks. And then Kanto came today. So that is the giant stack of these are all, let's just pick this whole thing up. These are all the trades that are currently in my reading pile, not counting the Batman stuff that we do for Gotham City Chronicles, which I have a huge, almost as big a stack of like Batman stuff. So yeah, I got a lot to read. All right, Seawood, then this is the crew for V for Vendetta. I don't know when we'll get it scheduled, but I will add you to the list. V for Vendetta is going to be me, you, Big Will, and Jimmy. And you are in, Seawood, and I will hit you guys up. We talked about maybe not doing it till like toward November, but we'll see. We might get it in before then. We'll see what you guys want to do. But yeah, so we have a full crew for V for Vendetta. Hey, Yesy Lou. Just must read that, but back burner for now. Understood. Yeah, why don't you order it, Seawood, and we'll shoot for doing the show on or as close to November 5th for V for Vendetta as we can. How about we do that? And that gives you plenty of time to get it and plenty of time to read it, and then we can do kind of an early November. Remember the 5th of November. So I think that would be fun. So, all right. I'm going to get out of here. I want to thank you guys. It's almost been an hour of me just talking about trades. But I think Jimmy's read it. So, yeah, I think it'd be 2 that have read it and 2 that have not. So, and I flashed 3 fingers, but 2 and 2. So, all right, gang. I want to thank you guys for joining me. I know there's a ton of stuff tonight. Hopefully I will get the look back recorded here in a little bit and edited and ready for tomorrow morning on time. I will see how enthusiastic I am about a Cash or Trash this week. Probably will try to do another one of those. Sunday night, we're playing D&D, maybe for the last Sunday for a little while. I think we're going to have maybe at least a week off, maybe 2. And then next Thursday, we're doing another round of East of West. So, and Tacoma Comics is going live in 3, 2, 1. As soon as I hit the end broadcast. Later, aggressively relaxing. Oh,